best in life. To crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of the women. That is good. All right. What's up, Internet? My name is Gray like the color, and today on Rex Knows What's Awesome, the man, the myth, the legend, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger is awesome. I'm pretty sure in one of the more recent publications of the dictionary, under awesome, it's this man, okay? Or at least it should be. Let's all start a letter writing campaign, because as a kid in the 80s, nothing was action, machismo, and kick butt than Arnold, okay? From Conan to Commando to Terminator and so many in between, Arnold Schwarzenegger really was just top of the action superstar game. You know, I'm not shedding any shade on Sly or any of the other actors of the day. They all had their moment. We'll get to all them. But there was just something about Arnold. He was so massive. His accent, his antics off screen, right? The guy was the governor of California, for crying out loud. The governor, right? I love me some Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I just wanted to wax rhapsodic about why he's so awesome. So there are a plethora of documentaries. I just watched recently a really good one on Netflix about him, where he just discussed his life and his career and talked about how just a kid from Austria was able to rise through the bodybuilding ranks, right? Obviously, he started as a professional bodybuilder and broke into movies and just really hits with Conan the Barbarian. It's funny, when I went to watch that with my kid, and I had totally forgotten how, not kid appropriate that film was. I was like, oh, okay, wait, never mind. Because I watched it like crazy in the 80s, but the more I think about it, maybe it was on TV and some of that, gore and nudity and stuff was cut out. But in any case, it is an epic movie. I think it's probably top 5 movie soundtracks of all time for me. You can't hear that music and not get pumped. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. Man, is it awesome. In fact, right here on YouTube, it seems to be kind of a popular cover these days. I stumbled across a bunch of videos of modern metal bands, guitar players, and drummers covering those awesome, I think it's Basil Paleodoros. I apologize if I mispronounced the name, but that soundtrack is a killer. Back in my Dungeons and Dragons days, I had a playlist built for us to run in the background, and most of the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack was on it. The movie's fantastic. His accent works with the character.
You, not you. You're me.
Hello, cutie pie.
Cool. Ton of knockoffs and spin-offs. Most of them are not very good, but still, I'm glad to have been there for that. And then you had Commando, which was the debut of Alyssa Milano, my first crush, right? That movie's great. All of the one-liners, I think Arnold probably should be credited for the cheesy action movie one-liner, Let out some steam, Benedict. He stabs a guy with a pipe and steam comes out the end, Or when he's on the plane and he killed a guy and the stewardess is like, can I get you anything? A pillow for my friend. He's dead tired. Man, just so cheesy and awesome in 80s, right? Phenomenal. Then I think next up is Predator, right? Which really was just a standout hit. It spawned an entire movie franchise that's still going, although I don't know what it was about that first movie, and I'm sorry if you're a hardcore Predator fan, but I just don't think they've captured the same magic ever again. None of that Predator stuff since then is anywhere near as just epic and perfect as that initial Predator movie. Then he got a little experimental for a while. He had some comedies like Twins with Danny DeVito, Kindergarten Cop, It's Not a Tumor, right? Those movies are great in their own right. Last Action Hero, he tried to take that comedy and the action and mash it together. People make fun of it. Critics hated it. It's super cheesy, but you know what? I love it. It has a toy line. It has trading cards. Last Action Hero just had its moment. I think some of the younger people maybe would have started with like Jingle All the Way, remember? Where he's trying to hunt down Turbo Man for his kid, who's little Anakin Skywalker, Jake Lloyd. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But he's just had an incredible career. And of course, I think probably his biggest success would be Terminator, right? Terminator, and more importantly, Terminator 2. Those films hit huge. You're talking massive worldwide box office, toys, spin-offs, sequels. Terminator's a big deal, and I think you can thank Arnold for that, right? There's plenty of big action stars from the 80s. He shares the room with a lot of incredible people like Sylvester Stallone and Chuck Norris. Steven Seagal in the 90s, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. We'll get to all those guys, but I had to start with Arnold Schwarzenegger because for me as a kid of the 80s, when I think action star, that's just the first dude that pops in my head. Also, I love doing bad impressions of him on my Whatnot shows. People love it. This is our custom little Arnold thing for when I'm on there, and I'm like, listen to me, bid now, right? It's just tons of fun. What a wonderful group of movies. Governor of California, still going, still acting, still being funny. Arnold Schwarzenegger is awesome. Let us know down in the comments, what's your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Let's get a conversation going. That's it for me. Thank you, congratulations, and enjoy.